It sounds really cool. Hello, now everyone, if you just come in there, can I get you to type in one for me, please? So it looks like this is one, okay? Now for today's topic is very important for you guys because I put it one there, it looks like this. Now for today's topic that is very important. Now why do I say that is because, I'm just sitting down over there. Why it's super important is because when you, I'm sure most of the people, I'm not saying every single one, most of the people during this kind of like downturn, a very quiet time, a difficult time during this coronavirus, including my friends, my parents there, they all very, as in like sad or upset with the current situation because for some of the people, they think there's no hope there now at all. So there's no way to turn things around, okay? But as I mentioned to you, this live video is super important. But before you do it, can I get you to type in one for me, like what I type in there, one, so I know that you're here. And if you're watching now, can I get you to type in one there for me, please? Number one. You type in there so I know that you can hear what I say. If you can hear what I say, can I get you to type in one, please? Number one there, like what I'm doing there. Okay, if you can hear what I say. It is extremely important for you that you're watching now. It is extremely important. Okay, now, why it is extremely important is because this. If you can hear what I say, can you type in one there, please? Okay, I don't know how many people are watching, but I put it in there first, so I don't have to go around there all the time. Alright, now, it is super important is because of this. First of all, I know most of the people are suffering now because of the economy. But think about this. If you are entrepreneur, if you're running business, or if you're employee now, that is a very good time for you to reflect and review what you already had. Resourcefulness, if you look at a dictionary there, resourcefulness is being able to, you have the ability, A-B-A-I-L-I-T-Y, ability there, to solve the problems using your upcoming or existing resources. For example, ability to solve problems using future or upcoming, I say future, or existing resources. That is what I mean there. Okay. Lots of people, they haven't got this ability to use the existing resources to solve the problems. Or they're not just be able to get access to it is because they've got many different reasons there. Most of the people, they can't get to their goal. They will say, oh, first of all, they will say, oh, I can't accomplish my goals because one, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, I don't have people to help me, and stuff like that. That is the excuses. To me, if you really want to do it, the problem is not the method. The problem is how are you going to use your upcoming and existing resources to help you to solve the problems. Some of the people, they might say, as I said to you, they have all the excuses there. They can't do it. But have you thought about this? Ask these questions to yourself. Okay, I'll put it up there first. Sorry. I just bought this brand new there. It might not be as good as the old one. Okay, so can you ask this question yourself? Have you asked these questions yourself? Have you maximized the use of your resources? Doesn't matter if it is an existing one or non-existing one. Have you maximized? Hello, Stephanie. Sorry, in this channel there, I gotta speak English because it isn't worldwide. I gotta speak to the other audience there. Next time, I may call you later. Actually, I may call you later, Stephanie. Okay, if you can hear what I say, can I get to put in one there for me so we can reach more people? If you can hear what I say, can I get to put in one? And then later on, I may give you a call and we'll see where you're up to. Hello. I just give you hi, Stephanie, because I mean the people, other people are watching now. Some of the people, because I gotta put. Oh, hang on, I gotta put it over there first to wake up. So we're gonna have some engagement there. Thank you very much, Steph. Okay. Now, normally I gotta, yeah, I really have to speak English there, as I said, but I will talk to you later. Now, that is a very important one. Ask yourself, have you maximized the use of your existing resources? Number one. Question number two that you need to ask, I write it down already. The number two there, did you realize that you have the existing resources available on your hand? For example, I actually got this board for my swim school. Then I put it into my storeroom. Sometime I go down, I never use it. Okay? And if you can see, I got this here. Now look at this. I got this stand here, the curly cable one. I got this in my swim school. I use it for people to check in when they come into my swim school there. I don't realize that I have that until they say, shit, I need to do something because I'm now at home. Why don't I use this time to do it? I don't realize that I was thinking to actually go back into my other room and do my friggin' live. Why can't I just do it in my office? I just push the table further away from me and put my board in here, then I'm done. Have you ever, like Stephanie yourself, like you have these resources yourself, like the resources is not necessarily the physical one. Stephanie, listen, I'm actually talking to you now, Stephanie. You have these resources here is not your keyboard skills, the physical stuff there. You have these skills actually on here. Have you ever using this? Maybe not at the beginning. And also the other things I want to tell you is that my last time at the phone conversation, you have this MacBook now. Why don't you maximize the use of the MacBook function? Example, you don't have to download a Zoom. On MacBook there's one function is called screen sharing. Have you tried to use that? The screen sharing that you can actually use it while you're teaching your other students. And some of the people may say, oh, Aaron, I don't have the mic, I can't capture the voice now, that kind of things. Check that out, Stephanie. You need to use that. Okay, it's on the it's called the screen sharing. You can actually use it. And people may say, oh, Aaron, I don't have this. I don't have the money. I don't have money to buy this. Hey, mate, look. Do you really have to buy this? Which you can use something like this. You already have it. It comes with your iPhone. Or some people a little bit more well off there. They can use their AirPod there. They can put it onto their ears, and then they can talk and capture the voice there, your audio there. There you go. You can use it. And then some people may say, oh, I don't have a camera or stuff like that. Come on. These days, most of the people that have the smartphone, doesn't matter using iPhone, using Android, or even the Nokia, you can, yeah, you should do it, okay? If you're making live tonight, make sure to let me know, and then I'm going to jump on, I'm going to give you some comment, okay? So make your broadcast a little reach more people. And the other things that I want to ask yourself, the other questions here is this. What resources, what extra resources I don't have any space to write down there, you need. Now, what other extra resources do you need to have? For me, I might need to buy some paper. But think about this, if you don't have The paper, what are you gonna do? Pretty easy. Just write straight onto the whiteboard there and have your tissue ready. Every time when you finish it, you just, you know, wipe them off. So you need to ask yourself all these questions there. Resources are always here, okay? We're living in a civilized country, people. For some of the audience, you might be living in Australia, some people live in Southeast Asia, some of the people like Stephanie there, you live in Hong Kong. We are living in a civilized country or city there. Most of the resources we have, it doesn't cost you a cent. Yeah. Ask yourself, have you maximized the use of your existing resources? Okay, ask yourself, maybe not. Number two, did you realize that some of the things you can actually use it by changing the way that you use it? And number three, what other extra resources you need to have? If you say, oh Aaron, I need to have some paper, like as I said to you, just write straight onto the board. And then some of the people may say, oh, you know, I don't have a tripod, how can I do it? Super simple, just stack up some box and then you put your phone on the side, on a landscape there, and then put it on the side against the book. Done, okay? So, during this tough time, I know most of the people are actually, I just put it down there. Oh, actually you might not be able to see me. Now, seriously, Stephanie, whoever is actually watching now, this tough time, it is a very tough time, okay? Very fortunate that I'm now living in Australia. Some of the people might be in the other country like Italy and Hong Kong, they might not get many support from the government. Fortunately, the government today, Scott Morris, which just announced we have some other support is going to inject into our economy there, like for the small business there, like me, they're going to give us something there, we defer the payment for 6 months. So my mom speaking to me on the phone there, hey son, you know, the economy is going to be very sucks and shit, and how are you going to pay your rent, how are you going to pay your wages? And I tell my mom, now it is a freaking good time. Think about this, seriously. Have you ever, I'm sure most of the people have got credit card, right? I'm sure you have credit card, Stephanie. I don't know who's the other person is watching. I'm sure most of the people are using credit card. They have credit card, most of the people, unless you're kids you're watching now. Okay, can I get you to put down what kind of credit card you have got for me, please? Okay, so if you're a Visa, you can put Visa. So I have this credit card there. I have my existing credit card, okay, is a MasterCard there. Okay. What card are you using now, Stephanie? Tell me. Okay, I don't know who's the other person is watching because I got the other one there. I got the other person is watching. What kind of credit card are you using now? Tell me, Stephanie. Can't wait for you to put down your answer there. What's that? And which bank as well? Which bank are you with? The credit card that you're using. By the way, if you think this one is good, can I get you to hit the bottom right or bottom left to share this live video for me, please? Okay. This live video for me, please. Yeah, a Visa card. Okay, which bank are you using? Which bank? Okay. Lucky that I'm having a Commonwealth Bank, Australia. Okay, HSBC. Oh, I used to have HSBC. Is I don't like the apps there, so that's why I changed. Okay, I have a Commonwealth Bank. This one here, I got my Visa and MasterCard, which is the Commonwealth Bank. Lots of people use it in Australia there. And you know what they say? I have my home loan. And now the bank, the government, they give you these resources. You know what they do? They tell the bank to automatically, without you requesting it, to defer the payment, the home loan or the credit card payment for 6 months. Think about this. If your landlord, I know Stephanie, you just moved out from your existing home, you're going to your home now, you're moving to a new house. What are you going to do if your landlord tell you, the house owner tell you, hey Stephanie, or whoever is listening now, you don't need to pay rent for the, I will not charge you the rent for the upcoming 6 months, and you don't have to pay for that. How did you feel? Of course you will feel, oh, that is really happy, I love that. Who doesn't like it? But listen, if your government or now whoever is giving you all these kind of resources, why don't you think a way out? The bank now and the government in Australia, they are giving out the loan for small business for up to $250,000 Australian dollars, starting from you can lend, I don't know, maybe $20,000 or $250,000. Yeah. Then okay, sorry, because lots of people using it now. Is it okay? If you're okay, can you give me a thumbs up? Because I know I can see that my side is not very good. Because lots of people go on to the what do you call? My side is okay now. If it's okay, can you give me a thumbs up, please? Okay. How was it now? Okay, let me write down in here. Okay, I'll lift that up a little bit more. So what happened now is the government is going to give out, they got two parts there. One is less tax, and then the other one is a loan. Okay, no interest and payment for, and then 6 months. I'm just using Australia as an example there, and then you can get your 50% tax money back. That is the resources that I have. That's why I keep watching. That's why hello, for some of the people, more people watching now. Think about it. That is the resources that have been given by the government. What about you? If you're in the other country, they might not be. They might not give you these things. They might give you some free labor. For example, I just found out this afternoon. I was watching the news. The news saying that the internet provider like Telstra, equivalent to some kind of, like in Hong Kong, it's like a CSL. I think back in my time, it's like a CSL. They give you unlimited data because of people on internet now. So now they give you all these resources, and what can I do with that? Most of the people might think, and also the government, what do you call? It's like social security, no, the social welfare as well. They will give it to the people. Most of the people, what are you going to do with it? Most of the people will just blow off the money. They buy alcohol. I saw that on the news there. Most of the people use the free money given out by the government. They buy alcohol there. So for us, as an entrepreneur like you, Stephanie, as an entrepreneur, you're running your business there. Once you have these resources in here, how are you going to maximize the use of it? Of course, you have to pay back. No interest, no payment for 6 months. Even though you got your credit card, how many days of interest payment? Maximum 55 days? 6 months, 180 days. They give you tax money back for 50%. What can you do with that? Of course, I will keep my team back in there. I want to have my team. Number two, what can I do? I can use this money here to actually buy books. Of course, the book doesn't cost you that much. But what I'm saying, this money can invest into your education, into your head, and use it to build on your business. As I said to you, Stephanie, whoever is watching, I don't know, if you're watching, can I get you to type in your name or the city that you're coming from? Okay, the city that I'm coming from is from Brisbane, Australia. If you're watching now, can I get you to type in the city and the country you're from? And if you find this is useful, can I get you to type in, can I get you to hit the button on the bottom right? It says share. If I'm sure your government is doing something, even though your government is not doing something, the local service provider is giving you something. Example, Stephanie, Hong Kong. In about, I think in about Hong Kong, I think in about 5 months' time, which I'm very lucky, I'm eligible for that. They give out $10,000 Hong Kong dollar free money. $10,000 free money. You don't have to do anything. You just register, boom, you get your money. What are you going to do with that, Stephanie? Are you going to invest into your head? Or are you going to buy more equipment? Something that you need, okay, don't blow the money away. What are you going to do with that in order to enhance your personal development or your business as well? So, I highly encourage you during the tough time like now, because we're living in a civilized country, make sure you be resourcefulness. Resourcefulness is a person character of how you're going to use your resources around you to solve the problems that you have now. Okay? And I don't want to see, and you and I are achievers as well, and Stephanie knows what I'm talking about, but the other side of the world might not know what I'm talking about, is during the tough time, use your existing resources or upcoming resources to solve your problems. I know it is not an easy time, but think about this. We are not living in a stone age time. Okay? Everything is doable, solvable at this current time. Trust me. No matter where you are, I have been through a tough time myself, the home loan and stuff like that. I can still get through that. Okay? Tough time never lasts. I always say all to my friends, tough time never lasts. Okay? Tough people always do. You gotta use your creativity, okay, and your resourcefulness character to solve your problems. Okay? Now, if you find this video is useful, make sure you hit the bottom right corner there or left. Share this video. Let me wrap up for today's presentation. Why is important? Because I'm teaching you know, how to be resourcefulness, and also, if you are blaming shit, I don't have any resources, ask yourself these questions. Have you maximized the use of your resources, upcoming one or the existing one? Number two, did you realize that you have these resources? If you say to yourself, no, I don't, then drill deeper into your thinking. Number three, what extra resources do you need? And the other thing you need to ask, okay, on top of that, is it necessary? Is it necessary? Once you ask these questions there, I'm sure you will have a better idea of how to deal with the current situation and how to solve out these problems there, okay? For whatever problem you have got, financial problems, physical problems, like Stephanie, you might hurt yourself, I know you hurt your back, I hope you get all right. Physical problems, your body problems, your spiritual problems, your relationship problems, okay? Extra resources needed. What extra resources you needed? Okay, can I get type in? Okay, let me finish this. Whatever these problems you have, look around your surrounding, your physical space, your digital space as well. What Google's always talk about is digital space there, and what kind of resources you can utilize in order to help you to solve out these problems. Okay, it doesn't have to be expensive. It's just a matter of whether you think about it or not. Okay, heartbreak too. Why heartbreaking is that, my friend? Anyway, I'll call you offline after this. Okay, so I want to give you a little bit boost there. Okay, now guys, if you think that is useful, can I get you to hit the button on the bottom right there? I believe you and I are just a normal human there. Okay, Jack Ma said that even though the top CEO there, they are not super smart. We got one hand, two arms, two legs, like you and me. We're just breathing the same kind of air, drinking the same kind of water. It's not super highly intelligently good, but we have this ability to use the current resources to solve problems. Okay. Anyway, I will call you later. Stephanie, I will call you in about maybe 15 minutes time, so pick up your phone if you're okay. Anyway, don't forget to share this button. By the way, before you go, I'm about to create an online course. If you are interested in that, can I get you to put in your email, which, give me one sec first, guys. Give me one sec first. I'm going to put it in here. Give me one sec. I am going to, what you got to do, it doesn't cost you anything at this stage. It doesn't cost you anything, but you need to, hang on, you need to put in your email there. Okay, so can you please share that or share, that is a landing page, you just put an email there, it doesn't cost you anything because it takes me lots of time. I hope you understand that, Stephanie, it takes me lots of time there. If you ask Crystal that we have the, what do you call, we have the live video yesterday, it takes a freaking long time to build it. Trust me, it takes a freaking long time to build it. So, if you're interested in that, that one there is about sport coaching. I know you're not doing sport coaching, but you can forward to someone who you think that is useful. They have, they can get some benefit or value out of it. But later on, I will teach people how to thrive in the business as well, using the current technology, guys. We are living in a civilized country. We're not living in a stone age, you know, chasing the tiger and then we're getting hit by the elephants there. You can use your technology there, whatever. Phone, airport there, your GoPro, books, all these kind of things. It will help you with that, guys. Don't forget that. Okay, by the way, if you think that's useful, don't forget to hit the button right there. And check out the link down there, okay? So I will see you guys next time. See you later. Bye.